Alright, little MI4. Jesus Christ, yeah, we're not hitting that unless he like starts hovering again. See, will we actually be able to get him? There we go. We actually got him. Goodbye, MI4. You will not be missed. Go to helicopter hill. And then there's just another one. Oh, and I'm out of NGs. Oh, we just got a regular round. There we go. I was not expecting another heli to just pop up. So yeah, we had a regular round for that one. Wait, there's just another heli. Brothers, why are there so many helicopters? Oh my god, man. Dude, this is just PTSD of helicopters today. So in today's Warthunder video, we have the new premium for Hungary, which is going to be the PZH2000 Hungarian edition. Now this vehicle is also in the German tech tree if you do want a free version of it, but it does not come with the cool camo netting. See, as you can see right here, this thing is plain Jane. But then we go back to Hungary or we go back to Italy, we see that this thing has a very, very cool camo netting. I'm honestly not even sure. Can you take this off? You can. So if you don't like it, you can just take it off and you look unique compared to the rest of the Italian ones, because everyone will probably keep the camo netting on. But at the same time, it's an SPH. We see one of these at least like once an update or once a battle pass now, of where SPHs has been the probably area of the game that Gaijin has been expanding on the most for 2024. Now, if we look at other SPAs or SPHs from other nations, you have like the PL-05. This vehicle has a 7.5 second reload. If we go to Japan, you have one at 7.3, which I think is the best SPH you can possibly play within the game, because you're 7.3, you do not have a laser rangefinder, but you have a 7.5 second reload without having the autoloader module actually modeled, which is a huge thing for these SPHs. Go play vehicles like the show left, it's just bad. Like, the reason it's bad is because once you get hit once in your turret, you may survive it, but then your autoloaders took out and you have to repair it, and it just turns into straight up repairing simulator. It's the same thing for the Chinese one, of where you have the spawn liners and all that kind of stuff, but you have this autoloader module, which once it's took out, you have to repair before you can fire again. Now, for the Italian one, or for the German one at least, you do not have that modeled. So that means that you should be able to fire even if you get shot and they take out some of your crew, which is going to be very key for this thing. But overall, from looking at this vehicle right now, it definitely looks like it's going to be overwhelming for what it is. I mean, the only real big thing that you have is the laser rangefinder. You also get this round, which is a little bit smaller, I do believe, of M107, but look at the velocities, 563 to 935. So this round, even though it's a little bit smaller and it's TNT equivalent, is just going to be better to use. But once again, if you go look at Japan with their Type 99, the L15A2 is just a superior round. Look at that explosive mass and TNT equivalent plus the velocity. It has best of both worlds, which if you want to play an SPH, this one is the one to play. It is just overall the best one. Now, another thing about this vehicle is that it's very poor when it comes to its gun handling. So like the elevation and also just the gun traverse is very, very bad. So you're going to have to use your hull to turn the tank to shoot at targets, especially if someone like sneaks up on you and flanks you, which is going to be a little bit interesting for a vehicle like this. I mean, if you look at the traverse, like the speed is pretty slow. I mean, even stuff like the M44s have a better horizontal than this and also a vertical. So I don't know, it's going to be a very little interesting vehicle. And then also the armor profile is just bad. Someone gets on the side of you with 50 cals, they can just 50 cal you to death. From the air though, it's kind of interesting. So this composite screen, it may protect you at least from like 50 cal aircraft. But all they gotta do is come in on the side and they have 10 millimeters of armor, which even I think a 7.62 can sometimes pin. So if you're on the side of these guys and let's just say you take out the engine and you need to shoot them, maybe even if you're close enough, your little MG can still pin this and kill the crew inside of the turret itself. So yeah, let's see how the wonderful howitzer does, and let's see if this vehicle is any good. So yeah, we're probably on the very worst map ever for a SPH vehicle, which has a laser rangefinder, because we basically will probably never use the laser rangefinder. But at the same time, a lot of people compared this vehicle to like the VDAR. I mean, fair enough. I mean, it has a laser rangefinder. It has basically the same rounds and everything. Also about the same mobility. I'm not really sure on reverse speed. I haven't played the VDAR in quite a bit. But the thing about the VDAR and about a vehicle like this is that it has a very particular playstyle. Like on this map right now where we're having to like shoot a Yak Tiger, for example, it's like not best, right? I mean, like as you can see right there, the wonderful, wonderful ways of just how HE works in this game. But at the same time, Like, there's a bunch of just little bitty things about vehicles like this which just make them bad in certain scenarios. But whenever they're in their, like, prime of where you have a large range map and you have all kind of just stuff to do with a vehicle like this, they're really, really good. So I understand, like, for a lot of people, that's quite annoying. But at the same time, like, a map like this, it's just bad. Like, short range is what kills these vehicles because you don't have the reload. And then also, well, there's just a lot of other people that can destroy you as well. So, what is our goal with this game, to be honest? I'm not sure. I feel like we're going to just try to do anything. And I'll take literal mediocrity at this point. We got a dude down there. Hopefully we can get the good old chariot tier. You do have to watch out with the laser rangefinder for this vehicle, though. Just because it does take it a minute for your cannon to actually, like, zoom up to where your laser rangefinder is at. So, don't rush your shots with this. I definitely just recommend, especially if you don't have to, just basically play it very, very, very passively. Is the way that you play a vehicle like this. Because, yeah, you're not going to get, like, you're not going to be like an MBT moving up and doing stuff. I mean, there's a mouse. I mean, like, what would I ever do to a mouse in a vehicle like this? I mean, I don't even have a round that can really do much to him. But this thing is also a very huge target, so 100% you're going to be a cast magnet once people start bringing in a bunch of planes and everything. But yeah, this thing's basically scared of everything. Autocannons, SPA, heavy tanks, medium tanks, 50 cals. What is this thing not scared of? I guess a little weasel. Even though that thing could have easily just whacked me with his 20 mil. Yeah, now we're on a reload again, so we gotta wait and see if we can get a reload in. Also, I would kill right now to just have a 50 cal. I honestly would. You know, that mouse is looking at me. Go away, mouse. No, I will admit, the reverse on this vehicle is actually pretty good. I do have to say, like, I'm not sure about the VDAR. I don't think the VDARs was ever this good. So it makes it where you can play this thing at least backwards, so you don't got to show your whole, like, front and everything, which I think is pretty good. There, if I can get a little peek shot on the mouse. I don't really like it. Wow. Thanks, HE. You're the best. Oh, man. Come on. I was like, you know what? I probably shoot the mouse, and I was like, no, there's a martyr back there. I should probably shoot that first. And yeah, my HE really didn't do much. I mean, I should have aimed for, like, the upper portion of the martyr. But at the same time, that's a wall. But at the same time, it's like a gamble. I was like, either MGs me right now or I shoot him. So I had to shoot. So hopefully might would have got him. But yeah, I didn't do much to him. There, I think he's like worrying about somebody else now. Oh, never mind. Not able to kill him. But yeah, 1000% on a map like this, I would have never spawned this vehicle. This map is just way too small for this vehicle to be useful in any sort of way. Alright, so we have one. It's a Yag Tiger again. Will we actually be able to overpressure him this time? Great and amazing question we have. Just see. Come on. You know, out of all the times I just randomly shoot, I hit a Tiger where, like, it should have maybe almost overpressured him. This might be one of these vehicles that you up tier on purpose. Like, maybe you put it to 8.0, maybe you put it to, like, even like 8.7 or something. Of where you just want to see lighter skin targets. Because yeah, it's going to be pretty hard to just, like, kill Yag Tigers and mouses and all kind of just random vehicles throughout the map and everything. But yeah, let's get on to the next game and see if we can do a little bit better and get a little bit better of a map too. Alright, so now this should be a map where we can actually use our laser rangefinder to great effect. Hopefully. But it still depends on just how this game kind of goes. I mean, we could get into a really good position, right? And then, like, as soon as we do that, there's this cast that comes and whacks us. I mean, it's a very interesting just play style when it comes to tank destroyers within Warthunder, because they definitely, like, survive more whenever you get into really good positions with them. But at the same time, once you kill somebody, they can just come straight back in a cast plane and just easily nuke you from there. So it is a very, very, very hit or miss thing. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure where I want to play this thing, because it's a brand new vehicle to me, so I'm not exactly sure what my capabilities will be when it comes to how tall this thing is. So maybe I could actually just, like, play this area of the map and see if we can just get some easy kills or something. Who knows? I mean, maybe we'll be able to do something. Just this thing has, like, no gun depression too. It's like -2 degrees of gun depression. So that also sucks a lot for this vehicle. Like having no gun depression whenever you're super, super tall just means that you're going at the skyline a lot of the time. Alright, we got some guys coming this direction though. Got our wonderful martyr out. There we have like that dude. Hey, he's gonna be able to move before we can do anything. This thing is just huge though. It's like, oh man. And also it's an AT slinger, so my rounds are always gonna get like slower to them and everything like that too. I mean, at least this thing has like no armor, so like no armor, best armor, I guess. And like as long as I'm not on this road right here, I just don't have enough gun depression to even shoot at these guys. Here, I mean, maybe we can hit him. There we go. Cheese wedge down. Like, I'm kind of so worried most of the time because I'm just like, oh, they could probably see me, but I have no clue where they're at. That's kind of how I feel with this vehicle. Because, like, sure, you could possibly see me all the time, but when I'm trying to find enemies, yeah, it's a bit of an issue. But yeah, it's like, hello, my name is Big Chungus. I am just coming through the battlefield. I am the size of a house. I look like a mouse, and I have no armor. That's basically how this vehicle feels. It legit feels like the German designer who made this was like, ah yes, the MAUS. It's a very good design, but you know, we can just take the armor off of it, and then we can use it very, very effectively. I love our teammate just kind of like crashed there, so now I can't see. We can get this dude though. Goodbye, little Jagdpanzer 4-5. Nice knowing ya. Goodbye, Mr. Leopard. Is he even out of like spawn protection? He is. Cool. You know, at least I'll give it this. I've not been gunned out from the air yet, and that's probably like we should knock on wood type of moment. That could definitely be soon. Ow. Leave me alone, little skink. I missed you. No, get away from me, little AT Jim. Okay, overcorrected. We're good. Yeah, I think this is the end for this vehicle at least. We'll probably look at it next game and see if we can do a little bit better. I mean, 5 kills, not that bad. I mean, we're playing very passively towards the start, but then we started moving up and started to get in a little bit of a combat. But yeah, let's see if we do better in the next one. So now the final question, I think, for this vehicle, and it's going to be, is it worth buying? And in my opinion, I feel like it's not. I mean, like, you're going to spend, what, $50 in whatever equivalency it is in your currency for a VDAR clone that has better reverse speed, but then also it's like, it doesn't really have a lineup either, which is kind of like crazy to think about. Like 7.7 for Italy is pretty like poor. I mean, like the only other vehicle you really have is the M47. I know you can up to like 7.3s and the 7.0s, but I mean, it's not really that great of a lineup when it comes to actually getting this vehicle completely done or anything like that. So honestly, I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, I would definitely say it's probably better to just get another premium. Something like the MTCA for Italy is going to be, to me at least, better than a vehicle like this. But, I mean, at the same time, if you do enjoy howitzers, especially if you enjoyed the PZH, like, this is a vehicle for you. It's going to be one of those I feel like is going to be better, just depending on if you actually enjoy a vehicle like this. But for me, at least, not exactly my favorite tanks in the world to play. There's just a ton of these guys, and they kind of get very samey after you played about 2 of them. They all feel the same. Your overpressure effects is just annoying. You have just interesting things about it. That's not good. That dude needs to probably die. Okay, now he's crashed. Never mind, there's just another one. Time to load the good old, what's it called, shell? The proxy. While we try to load a proxy, we'll at least like try to shoot him with our MGs. Never mind, now we don't need a proxy anymore. Our reload was way too long to even get our proxy up. That's just kind of sad. At least you have it though. I mean, you got to give it that. At least you do have the ability to shoot proxy rounds. Oh, I have an M109. Hello. I'm sorry for that. That vehicle is a very painful vehicle to play. I was trying to spade it and I just ruined his day. He was actually in a really good position. It's just that, like, yeah, I'm here. Oh no, why not here at AT Jump? Hello. and then auto cannons. Boy, do I love HE. It is my favorite shell in Warthunder. Especially the HE shells, which have to be like pinpoint precise to get an overpressure. Oh, we got a BMP. Can we actually like hit him? There we go. Like I said, this thing is literally the size of a mouse. Like, no joke. This is the size of a mouse. Yeah, I gotta give it though. At least the reverse. I really enjoy the reverse with this vehicle so far. Do I enjoy HE though? Not really. Especially coming from the M107. We gotta hit him like in the very top where his commander cupola's at. But especially coming from like the M107 on the M44 at 4.0, where it literally just nukes everything. This vehicle is just sad. Oh, we got a SPA duties to take care of right quick. All right, little MI4. Jesus Christ, yeah, we're not hitting that unless he like starts hovering again. See, will we actually be able to get him? There we go. We actually got him. Goodbye, MI4. You will not be missed. Go to helicopter hell. And then there's just another one. Oh, and I'm out of NGs. Oh, we just got a regular round. There we go. I was not expecting another heli to just pop up. So yeah, we had a regular round for that one. Wait, there's just another heli. Brothers, why are there so many helicopters? Oh my god, man. Dude, this is just PTSD of helicopters today. The sad thing is I was only able to use my proxy on one of them. Alright, so the right side of A now is just, I don't know, by the time I'd reload the proxy shell, there would just be another heli coming in, and I'm like, oh, I probably need to get my shell ready again for like actual tanks. And no, here comes another heli. Oh no. There's nothing we can do against that. Lovely Falcon. We had no gun depression and he is stabilized with a 30mm that shouldn't be at this battle rating, but you know. Alright, well, that's our first death in that, funny enough. That is the very first death in this vehicle that we played. But yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, this thing isn't worth $50. Like, you literally have one in the German tech tree. And in my honest opinion, especially with just how good a value the Tiger Pack is, which I did make a video on, and by the time this video's out, these both should be out. But the Tiger Pack, I think, is just a better deal, and then you can grind up to the actual tech tree one and then get it, like, you can double dip in a way. You get the vehicle, plus you also have 3 really good premiums for 5.7, so I'd highly recommend that over buying this premium. To me, at least, it's not worth. I feel like it's going to be better if you get that pack instead of this, because yeah, you don't really have a lineup. I hear another heli. Never mind, he crashed. But yeah, like this vehicle itself, it doesn't really have a lineup. It's particularly a great grinder, like for grinding out the Italian tech tree. I think the MTCA does a better job at that. But I mean, you do get a premium Panzer, so I mean, if you want it, you get it. But at the same time, does it get the dog recommend? I would say no. Maybe on a heavily discounted like something, I would maybe get it. But yeah, other than that, nah. This vehicle overall is just, to me at least, not great. Yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next Warthunder video.